animated Anarchy series presents the Animated Hour of Power.
All right, everybody. It is Saturday night. It is just less than 2 weeks before Christmas, and we are here for episode 19 of Animated Hour of Power. It is about to snow here in Pennsylvania. Eric and I are going to be trapped inside our homes. I'm sure the weather is
Hopefully
just wonderful out there in Western New York. All right, so this is episode 19 of Animated Hour of Power. This is the Animated Anarchy series. I am, of course, I'm your host, Dutchie. Joined as always, I got Money E.
What up?
Got Sean.
Hello.
And the wild card Dave.
Bunkai.
So, all right. So we have some interesting matchups here in Animated Hour of Power. We're going to see Hey Arnold take on Courage the Cowardly Dog. Magic School Bus going to take on Dora the Explorer. She-Ra, Princess of Power, takes on Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling match that I know personally Eric and Sean are both looking forward to. And our main event is an anime battle, which I'm pretty sure Dave's looking forward to. It's Bleach and Blue Exorcist. Now, I'll point out right now, and this in no way is to, try to, encourage the judges. But Hey Arnold, Magic School Bus, and Blue Exorcist, if they all sweep tonight, respectively, then they will move up into that top echelon of shows that have 60 points. If Courage the Cowardly Dog gets swept, they move on into that, into the dumpster fire that is the shows that have negative 20 points. So we'll see what
gets swept.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll get to that in a second. For anybody that's never seen the show before, randomizer's about to be pulled up. 5 categories are going to be chosen. These 3 guys are going to judge. If a show wins 3-0, it's 30 points. 3-1 is 20 points. 3-2 is 10 points. 5 for the loser. If you are swept, you will lose 10 points. So we're not going to waste any time here. Or no more than usual. All right, can everybody see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, I'm not going to ask what everybody wants or doesn't want because the randomizer usually doesn't cooperate with us.
I don't want voice. Oh. Oops.
Oh, yeah. You're 3 minutes into the show. He's already listening. All right, here we go. We're going to hit it. And Eric, you're a bum.
Oh, no.
Told you. All right, so we got voice acting, we got animation, fan base.
We got voice acting first, too.
Yeah. We're going to have moments, and we're going to have cultural impact, which we've gotten cultural impact a lot, haven't we?
I feel like we have, yeah. 100%.
So, all right, Dave, how do we feel?
I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, Sean?
It's all right.
All right. Eric, you already voiced your opinion, but I'm going to ask you again anyway so I can fill time so I can write this stuff down.
I like everything but voice.
What?
Well, go ahead. I mean, you're not going to. You're just going to stare in the screen with a blank face, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Explain why you don't want voice acting.
I think it's hard to determine that, especially with like some actors you don't know.
Well, it depends. You don't have to know them. It's just do you think they did better voicing that character? Did it, intrigue you into that character with the voice acting and stuff? There's different aspects of voice acting for sure. So.
Yep.
I get that
I
it can be
think
tough,
I think it can go
especially
both
when you
ways.
got two shows that are doing like similar type of things. That could get tough,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess. But usually it's pretty decisive for me. Which one had better voice acting? It's just which one drew me into the characters more.
All
Honestly,
right. Let's go ahead.
That's fair.
Let's get this thing
Good
started.
point.
I knew if
Dave.
anybody would be able to turn you off of hating voice acting, it was going to be the lawyer.
Yep. Thanks, Dave.
FYI, people watching, I'm not an actual lawyer.
Yeah. If you were like, first of all, what the heck are you doing on this show? If you're an actual lawyer, and two, you know, I wouldn't. If you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have you on this show because I wouldn't want to get the bill.
That's funny.
So, all right. So we're gonna start with Hey Arnold and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Hey Arnold in the division of Mindy Hummer, my sister. Courage the Cowardly Dog in the division of Randy Marsh. Hey Arnold has 30 points right now at 1-0 after a victory over My Life as a Teenage Robot in stage 1. Courage the Cowardly Dog got a whooping from the Muppet Babies, and they are at -10 right now. Like I said, Hey Arnold has the opportunity to go up into that upper echelon if there's a sweep, or if they sweep. Courage the Cowardly Dog is very close, just like 2 other Cartoon Network shows are right now. Well, they're already in there, of being in that bottom tier. We start with voice acting. Dave, I'm going to start with you. Who had the better voice acting between the 2 shows?
Yeah, I went with Hey Arnold here. I just feel like the voice acting was a little more realistic. It made you, it just felt more normal. Also, the voice actors, how they do like emotional depth, like because they go through like personal struggles or like real life struggles that you would see in real life, and the voice acting during those struggles is pretty well and done perfectly, I think. Nothing against Courage, but the voice acting it's okay. It's just not the best.
Okay. All right, Sean, I'm going to have you go second.
Okay. I also have Hey Arnold. I think the actors are a lot better with more like realistic emotion.
Yeah.
Than Courage Cowardly Dog was like kind of strictly like frantic.
Right.
And it just kind of got, I don't know, didn't resonate well with me.
Okay. All right, Eric. You hate this category.
Hey Arnold, it's just more relatable.
All right.
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold's already up 1-0. Animation style is next. Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. I've said how many times how I feel about Nickelodeon's animation, as I think it's the best out there. But this is around the time where they started getting Cartoon Network's animation. I thought they were starting to get it right. But Eric, who did it better?
Hey Arnold, I think it was more cleaner and more detailed.
Okay.
I liked it better.
Okay. All right, Sean.
I actually gave this one the Courage. I thought that one was just a little more dark and has a little more to the detail than Hey Arnold did.
Okay. Hey, Dave, you're breaking it today.
Yeah, yes, I am. And I'm going with Courage the Cowardly Dog here. I think it's like horror animation mixed with like a little bit of surrealism and its bizarre creativity with its visuals. I think they did a really good job there. It's kind of like you're in a dream nightmare scenario every episode. And I think that just gives it a little more edge.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. There's going to be no sweep. Courage the Cowardly Dog will not be going into that bottom tier. Heron will not be going up into that top tier. So that's already one show that failed to meet that expectation. So now we move on to fan base. Who had the bigger fan base? It's basically, again, it's Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. And Sean, I'm going to have you start.
This was a hard one, but I gave it to Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
I just think it had a bigger fan base only due because of how different of a show it was being portrayed as at that time.
Yeah. Okay.
And Hey Arnold was kind of just like, I don't know, every other Nickelodeon show at the time.
Right. All right. Dave.
I'm going the opposite way. I went with Hey Arnold here. I went with it because has more relatability. Also, I think it has a wider appeal because of that as well. So I think it induced more of a fan base. I think Courage the Cowardly Dog has more of like a cult following, low impact in the fan base. Hey Arnold, you still see people wearing Hey Arnold things around. I see them in stores still, like on T-shirts and stuff. So he's still relevant to this day. So I'm going with Hey Arnold here.
All right. Eric, guess what? You're breaking a tie.
Yep, I'm going Hey Arnold. I think it's just bigger and more popular, especially with our generation,
Right.
which is millennials, by the way.
Yeah. All right. So, Hey Arnold is up 2-1. They're one away from a win here, but nobody's getting swept. Nobody is sweeping. So, Courage will not, if they lose this next category, Courage will not lose points. But we head on to memorable moments. Both shows have had their fair share of memorable moments. I mean, obviously, it was always iconic in Courage when Eustace would go, "You stupid dog," or something like that, and then he would try to scare Courage, or like, Helga in Hey Arnold, because she had that secret crush on Arnold. It was kind of creepy. But Dave, I'm going to start with you. Who had more memorable moments?
I'm gonna go with Courage the Cowardly Dog here. I think because of its horror type scenes, its dreamy, nightmarish visuals, and like Eustace doing the booga 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 with the mask and stuff to scare Courage. That's solidified in my memory. And you got Courage's reactions all the time that are pretty standout. Like they stand out each episode, I feel. They got some pretty, like even the Eustace in the rocker all the time, and I keep forgetting the lady's name.
Muriel.
I want to call her Marilyn for some reason. Muriel. They have pretty good memorable moments between them and Courage as well. Like I said, ooga booga booga with the mask and whatnot. So I gave it to Courage here.
All right. Sean, I do not want you breaking a tie yet because I think it's too early. So go ahead.
I actually gave this one to Hey Arnold. I think the moments in the show are just a lot more meaningful.
Okay.
Because it's like moments you would have in everyday life.
Yeah.
Like, how you said Helga's crush on him, and then eventually I think later in the show they kissed or something. I don't really remember. But like also
I know they went on a date, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure. I could have swore it might have been in the movie or something that they like officially are a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But there's like the moments between him and his grandparents too. I just think it's a lot more meaningful.
Okay. All right, Eric, you're breaking the tie.
Hey Arnold, there's just more. I think there's more memorable moments where it's more relatable.
Persuaded him.
Sean, this is one of his favorite shows.
You didn't have to.
So, all right. Hey Arnold's going to get the 3-1 win here. No points lost for Courage, but he also doesn't get any points or any negative points taken off. So he remains at -10. Hey Arnold, though, is going to get 20 extra points. They're going to move on to 50. All right. I'm sorry, Danielle. That's just the way it is. So, all right. Up next, we have Magic School Bus versus Dora the Explorer. So we move to the educational part of the program.
Yep.
Which
there's one educational program that I think is great, and one of them's on right now.
Yeah. So, all right. Magic School Bus in the division of Nick Visco. Dora the Explorer in the division of Matthew Gore. Dora the Explorer is 0-1, but at 0 points. Magic School Bus 1-0, 30 points. After sweeping Dragon Raja. So, if they get to sweep here, they move to 60 points, so they're going to be in the top echelon. Start with voice acting. Sean, who do you give the edge to in the voice acting?
Magic School Bus, all day long. So much more diversity in between the characters and development within the characters from their voice actors that I don't think if they ever changed it would have made the show the same.
Okay.
Dora is just annoying.
All right, Eric.
That's it.
I agree.
That's it.
I'm going with Magic School Bus too. I think it's just more cleaner and more it's better.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, I agree with Sean and Eric here. Magic School Bus, like Sean said, there's more range with each different amount of characters and stuff. In Dora, you're kind of just seeing Dora, Boots, and backpack and map with their limited roles, and they're usually just going on about the same couple things. It's very repetitive with their voice acting.
All right, Magic School Bus is up 1-0. 2 more, and then they sweep. Animation's the next category. Now, yes, Dora the Explorer is Nickelodeon, but this is Nick Jr. So I think it's a different animation department. But Eric, who did the better animation?
I slightly give it Dora. I thought they're both very good, but I give the edge to Dora here. I think it was more detailed.
Okay. All right. Sean.
I went with Magic School Bus. Dora the Explorer's animation is clean. It is cleaner, but I don't like how it's like a slideshow. They just always walk in one, left or right. I don't really like that. Magic School Bus is a little blurry, but like for, all the details in the episodes they do have, especially when they're going through that kid's body. Yeah. Sorry for the crazy wife. She always does this to us, I swear to God. But Magic School Bus.
I think our audience just expects that, and because I'm pretty sure that people were asking me the 1 week that she was on vacation. They're like, "Where's the lady that screams in the background?"
But yeah, Magic School Bus.
All right. Dave, I know you wanted to go second, but it was too early for him to break a tie.
No, it's fine.
You thought I was going to go with Dora.
Yeah, I did think he was going to do that. But I agree with Sean here. I think the Magic School Bus gets this. Yes, Dora had, to your point, Eric, that you made, it does have cleaner lines and whatnot, but the school bus has more detail in it, like the background detail, the detail of each character. The Dora is very simple detail. The trees are very simple. Everything's very simple. Detail. Yeah. So it there's no complexity to their animation. It's very simple.
That's why I said slightly, because I think they're both similar.
In my opinion, all those Dora haters don't hate me.
Yeah. I mean, Dora is very clean.
It's very clean.
It's very clean.
But I feel like because the school bus has so much more detail that it takes a lot more work to make that look good.
A lot more motion.
Exactly. More characters and the detail to those characters and all that. Got to give it to them.
All right. 2-0 Magic School Bus. They can sweep in the next category, but it's fan base. Dora the Explorer kind of I mean, even though technically the version of Dora the Explorer that's on now just got canceled by Paramount Plus. Did you just say, "Oh darn"?
No, I said "bam" because I threw my pen up and caught it.
I thought you were just. I thought you were upset just because I broke some news to you. So,
I'm not shocked that it got canceled.
but
that new
Dora
one
is a little
was
more
racist.
recent. But Magic School Bus, each one of us remembers Magic School Bus being played in the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Science class.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So as far as fan base, Dave, who takes it?
This one was hard because Dora gets played to every little kid when they're growing up, I feel like.
Yeah.
So like, but it doesn't stay popular for long. Like they grow out of it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Magic School Bus, I feel like, people will still have like they wouldn't mind watching it. To whereas Dora, they're like, no, I'm not watching that. Because you can learn something from the Magic School Bus at our age even.
Yeah.
For some of the things we forgot in science class and whatnot. So I'm gonna go with a more loyal fan base here and go Magic School Bus.
All right. Eric, I'm going to go to you.
I'm going Magic School Bus here too. Dave convinced me, swayed me.
That's why he goes first. All right. Sean, you don't have to break a tie, but you get to go.
Oh, I had Magic School Bus too. I think like if you brought it up, people remember what a Magic School Bus like is.
Yeah.
And Dora's just like, oh yeah, I know of it. It's like Dave said, it doesn't stick around for as long.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't have loyalty of the fans. It's kind of just like a phase through your
To
childhood.
his point, I think Dora is more like from 8 to 4, or even
Yeah, I'd say a little older, maybe like 6 to 8, maybe
2 to 5.
with certain kids, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I think certain kids will probably stop watching it at like
Yeah.
8 or 9.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So Magic School Bus sweeps. Dora the Explorer moves to -10.
Ouch.
Magic School Bus goes to 60 points. So now they're in that top group that includes Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty Ducks the Animated Series, and Muppet Babies. Magic School Bus is
I
now
didn't think
in
this
that
was going to
group.
get swept.
You didn't think it was going to get swept?
No,
Oh.
I thought it was going to be closer. I'm interested to see where you guys would have gone with cultural impact, since we did have that.
Magic School Bus all day long.
All
Uh,
right. Anyway, all right, we're going to move on to the
I
next
had Dora,
battle. We got She-Ra, Princess of Power, taking on Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. She-Ra, Princess of Power in the division of Clintus Williams III. Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling in the division of Dave's Uncle Joe Arbisek. Both 0-1, both no points. So we start with voice acting. Who had the better voice acting? Sean, you start.
It pains me, but Hulk Hogan's voice acting was better. I
Right.
cannot stand She-Ra Princess voice acting. It is way too slow and dumbed down for me. It is annoying.
All right.
Just like He-Man, I am not prejudiced.
All right. So he was not a He-Man fan. He-Man, of course, not in this thing, but She-Ra representing the family. All right. Dave, go ahead.
I went the opposite way. I feel like Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, I mean, they were just voice actors trying to mimic these wrestlers and whatnot. I feel like She-Ra Princess had more of a consistent voice acting throughout it, with a dedicated cast. So you got the same voice acting throughout most of the series.
Well, and the thing is that like with Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, like originally the company that made the show were hoping that the wrestlers would voice themselves.
Right.
But they were on the road all the time because this was
Yeah.
around the time where they were on the road 300 days a year.
Yeah. So the lack of authenticity with the wrestlers not actually voice acting themselves, that's why I went the other way.
Yeah. So, and that's understandable because, like,
Yep.
and even though like they had like those little inserts in between episodes where like the wrestlers would do like certain things,
Right.
but still, like that's one of the things. And then also, too, like, I mean, you had their voice actor, and that's the problem a lot of fans had with this show is like, you know, this doesn't sound like Hulk Hogan. This doesn't sound like Roddy Piper. This doesn't sound like Andre.
Right.
That was the issue. But Eric, go ahead.
I went with she too. I think Hulk Hogan. I think they were just trying to force the being mocking the wrestlers.
Yeah. All right. She-Ra's up 1-0.
Awesome.
So we now move on to animation. Animation style. It's She-Ra Princess of Power was produced by Filmation. Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling was produced by Deke Entertainment. Eric, who had the better animation?
This is a tough one. I thought both were not that great, but I give the slight edge to she.
She-Ra? Did you just
Yeah,
call her
She-Ra.
She-Man?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, my bad.
Take him to jail.
The culture is gonna have a field day with you.
My God.
We just got canceled. After canceled.
Yep. Cancel culture on us now.
Well, I didn't think it was going to happen because of Eric. All right.
I apologize.
Sean, go ahead.
I have She-Ra taking this one. I mean, both animations weren't the greatest, but this one was slightly better just because of some of the action sequences.
Okay. All right, Dave?
Yeah, I agree with these guys. I feel like their animations were a little more fluid. The visualization and the effects of for their magic were pretty good, I thought, as well. So I give this one to She-Ra.
Okay. All right, they're up 2-0. She-Ra can sweep with this next if they win this next category, it's fan base. Now, She-Ra is part of that He-Man story of the He-Man story. She's He-Man's half sister. So you have the He-Man fan base that includes her.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, you have the wrestler fan base. Who basically had the bigger fan base? Dave, I'm starting with you.
This one's hard, but I think I'm going with Hulk Hogan here. Just because he was super iconic, and this came out when he was a huge global pop culture icon, and at his peak. And I think with that wrestling fan base, I feel like they captivated more than what He-Man and She-Ra could gather up.
Okay. All right, Sean?
This one was a hard one, but I gave it to She-Ra simply because of the He-Man fan base.
All right.
I agree with everything you said, though, Dave.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All right. Eric, you're going to break the tie.
I'm going with She-Ra because I think it was just the wrestling fans. I think it's more other fans too.
So you're going with She-Ra because you think Hulk Hogan didn't just have wrestling fans, they had other fans too?
No, She-Ra had more of a
fan base. You think so you say She-Ra had a bigger fan base than what the WWF, who by the way was in the middle of a big boom period, had at the time. Because I mean, we're
was
at
hard.
the we're
It
at
was
the
a hard
height.
one, but-
This is like the start of WrestleMania.
Hmm. It was
Right.
literally at the peak of when he was
Yeah.
at top.
Yeah,
at the top of the world.
it's at Hogan's peak. Now I get what you're saying, kinda. I think you're wrong, but because Hulk
So
Hogan.
you agree with me, Doug?
Yeah, I do, because again, yes, the He-Man She-Ra fan base is big, but at this time you had that fan base of wrestling fans. They were breaking records all over the place.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
all right, but She-Ra is gonna.
It was a toss-up.
Yeah. And you just don't like Hulk Hogan. So we'll just.
Hey, I don't like
yeah.
Hulk Hogan like
I
that
know.
either.
I don't really like him either. But all right, so She-Ra is gonna sweep. So they're gonna get 30 points. Hulk is gonna get knocked down to -10.
But I agree with you, Doug. I think the fan base had a little bit of an edge there.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean I'm right.
Well, no, it doesn't. I mean,
Even though I think I am.
well, this is one of those times I think you're right too. But
I didn't really think of it from that point of view.
From the research
So-
I did, it just seemed more towards She-Ra.
Yeah. All right. So She-Ra, Princess of Power, is going to get the sweep here. All 80s wrestling fans, if you have a problem, then I have no problem putting you to Eric's home address. Go ahead and light his butt on fire with the pitchforks and torches. But now we move on to the main event. It is Bleach versus Blue Exorcist. Bleach in the division of Mark McGee, Blue Exorcist in the division of Will Sharkey. Bleach is 1-0, 10 points. Blue Exorcist 1-0, 30 points. If Blue Exorcist sweeps here, which who knows, then they will move up into that upper echelon. Voice acting is the first category. Eric, let's start with you.
I went with Bleach here. I thought it was more cleaner and more deep. It was more relatable.
Okay. All right. Sean?
The rare occurrence that I agree with Eric. I also went with Bleach.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you two agreed on the last one. Now, you're not getting any crap for it because you don't have a wrestling show with me.
No, Bleach was just better to me, emotional wise, character driven wise.
All right. All right, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with Bleach here as well. I think they have some super iconic, epic moments with their voice acting, especially with the protagonist, Ichigo himself, when he first gets like his half hollow Bankai type thing. The hollow kind of starts taking over his body and it starts going crazy. And it was pretty epic to see, and I think that was pretty iconic. And then when he's battling and stuff against like Aizen and some other people, I feel like some of these voice acting, like you're just like, dang, like especially with Aizen, he flips the script on you during the show, and I feel like his voice acting is perfect because he's like so like evil, but he's like so like chill about it, and he's just like like he's got a chip on his shoulder and everything. Like I think the voice acting really brings out the characters in Bleach a lot better than it does for Blue Exorcist. but that's no disregard to Blue Exorcist. I think they did a phenomenal job, and with the later seasons, they did an even better job with their voice acting. I just don't think they have the epic moments of voice acting that Bleach has.
Fair enough. All right, Bleach is up 1-0, so they will not get swept. So Blue Exorcist cannot, get the points that they need to be up in that upper echelon. But right now they just have to worry about winning. All right, animation style. Both animes, but Dave, who had the better animation style?
This one's really a toss-up, in my opinion. This could go either or. Do you like the more consistent, polished, cleaner look, or do you like the more style that's more stylish and more impactful? I feel like that's what
I'm the one asking the questions here. You're supposed to answer.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you my thought process of how I thought about these two. I'm going with Bleach here. I'm going with the style and impact of their animation over the more polished.
All right, fair
I feel
enough.
like I think they nailed the epic moments better with their animation.
Okay. All right, Sean?
Yeah, no, I agree with Dave too. Bleach, their animation, I think is just off the charts compared to Blue Exorcist.
And for the time it came out too, phenomenal.
It's one of those chef kisses. Like,
Yeah, exactly how I feel about it.
I mean, if Dave could, he'd give it a tongue kiss. But anyway, all right, Eric, go ahead.
I was going with Blue Exorcist. I went with the more. No.
All right, Bleach is up 2-0. They could sweep here. So we thought there was a chance that like Blue Exorcist. Or I don't think anybody even really thought that, but still. All right, fan base. Bleach is one of the original. Is one of the not original, but the big three in Dave's era of Dave's generation, or whatever you want to call it. So, Eric, I'm starting with you.
I think it's Bleach because it's one of the original three. I just think it just has more of a fan base. Not to say the Blue Exorcist didn't.
It's probably bigger, but Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Bleach takes this one. I think it's just a lot bigger just because of how it being an OG and like one of the forerunners for all the current animes.
Yeah. All right, Dave, finish it off.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with these two. They hit it perfectly. Bleach, I think it has the global reach and legacy and the fan base. I mean, after the manga ended and they had a resurgence of the final arc, the 1,000-Year Blood War, and that hit following too. So I feel like its influence on its fan base is a lot larger. I feel like Blue Exorcist has a more dedicated, smaller fan base.
Okay. All right. They sweep. They get the 30 points. Blue Exorcist is going to lose 10. So Bleach now moves. Huh?
We had 3 straight sweeps, and this is our shortest show.
Yeah.
And Bleach also creators of Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover cited that they got a lot of inspiration from Bleach itself.
Wow. So all right, yeah, Eric, this is one of our shorter shows, so we can so I can give you time to go cash the check you got from Clint to make sure that She-Ra swept Hulk Hogan. I mean, something had to anyway. Dave's off the hook for the Dragon Ball Z Batman thing now. All right. So 3 sweeps. Magic School Bus is now in that upper echelon of top shows. They have 60 points. Courage the Cowardly Dog was able to escape disaster. They still lost, but still they didn't get swept. All right. So Wednesday on Animated Hour of Power. we are going to see.
Hold on. I'll figure it out. He'll figure out what he said wrong.
Oh, on Animated Showdown. Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome. I knew it would take you a minute, but I was like, he'll get it.
Once you said I said something wrong, I'm like, oh yeah, I said the wrong show. Eric can't even pronounce half the shows that were on this thing, so.
Fair enough.
Well,
I mean, a lot of them are Japanese.
On my show, I announced this lineup instead of the Our Power.
Yeah.
It's fair. A lot of these are Japanese on my side, so they're a
Yeah.
little difficult to pronunciate.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Animated Showdown this Wednesday. Static Shock versus Freakazoid. Ren and Stimpy versus Family Guy. Tokyo Ghoul versus Solar Opposites. David the Gnome versus The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And Spawn versus One Piece in the main event. Now, Family Guy and One Piece have that opportunity to get into that upper echelon if they sweep. David the Gnome and Freakazoid have the opportunity to go into the dumpster of the negative with the other negative 20s if they get swept. All right. There is no animated Hour of Power next weekend, nor will there be any animated showdown.
Holiday break.
Yeah, holiday break. Plus, I'm moving. So in 2 weeks when we resume, permitted we all remember how to do this. Episode 20 of Animated Hour of Power is going to be Hong Kong Phooey versus the Huckleberry Hound Show. Vinland Saga versus JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Eric, here's one for you. Alf the Animated Series, your all-time favorite, versus Gilligan's Planet. And the main event is going to be James Bond Jr. versus Cops.
Okay.
So, all right. So make sure to like and subscribe to the
lineup, though.
Huh?
It's an interesting lineup.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Make sure to like and subscribe to the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Join the When Tunes Combine Facebook group, facebook.com/group/When Tunes Combine. Also follow, unless you were an 80s wrestling fan and he absolutely insulted you tonight. Make sure to subscribe to Eric's unscripted sports show on YouTube. And then you'll find Sean on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube at TCAX Reaper. Wildcard Dave on Twitch at TCX Got1095. And then also make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestling Through the Years YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to the Stabcast YouTube channel for Dangle and Mindy. And the Dizzle97 YouTube and Twitch for my brother Dangle. That is going to do it here. And we'll see everybody Wednesday for Animated Showdown.
Peace.
Yep. Have a good holiday, guys.